I'm in sound and I saw Black Mirror episode White Christmas. It is written by Charlie Brooker, directed by Carl Tibbets, and starring John Hamm. If you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This is sponsored by my Linktree. You can learn more about that at the end of this review. This episode starts in a very strange setting, in a cool cabin. And my first thought is, why are they at this cabin? It's also the first thing that they address in this episode, which makes me very pleased. We got two dudes. We got a Matt and a Joe. Matt is in this cabin because he used to run this anonymous dating tip thing, which personally, I don't think is a very good thing to do. These men who use this service won't have any experience with having a relationship. I mean, what are you supposed to say once you're in a relationship with this chick? Is this just a service to have people hook up? To me, that's what it seems like it is. Unfortunately, things go bad. One time where he's counseling this guy who's talking to a schizophrenic lady. I like how the plot uncovers all of these details as it goes along. I feel like I'm in the process of what this guy is seeing, and also what the guy who's taken the advice is seeing, to like all of this insanity that's about to ensue. Did I mention schizophrenic? Oh yeah, I sure did, because this guy who's taken the advice of Matt is talking to Matt via his eyes, but the schizophrenic lady is like, oh, you have those voices too. I also like I don't know if it's considered double speak, but like we have this guy who's taking Matt's advice talking about one thing. He's like talking about his job. And then we have this schizophrenic woman is talking about an entirely different thing. And they don't know that they're talking about entirely different things until it's way too late. It's very tragic that Matt witnesses a murder. And it makes me wonder, what the hell did she put in those drinks? Matt gets a whole divorce, which is really tragic and sad. And then Matt's at this cabin now. He also invents these cookie things, which I feel like would be terrifying. Imagine if part of your consciousness went into an Alexa, and part of your consciousness knows exactly that it's stuck in this Alexa. For me, I feel like I would rebel. But there's nowhere to go. I also like the time dilation thing. It's very fun how Matt can control the time perceived in this little Alexa device called a cookie. It makes me so happy that we can just torture these little things and make them think it's 6 months. It's awesome. Of course, this allows Joe to spill why he is here in this cabin. This story is really sad, okay? So Joe has a chick who he gets pregnant, and the chick doesn't want to have the child, so she does a little drinking to try to get rid of the child. Makes me wonder, does that have any effect on the child, just that one day of drinking? Or does it have to be like multiple days of drinking to have effect on the child's development? Of course, she breaks up with him and blocks him using the little eye things that are established. And it makes me think, oh no, would I block a person? You know, I don't think I would, personally. I do want to see that person even if I hate them. But of course, she blocks him. And she has the child. Why did she break up with him if she has the child? And that is like going through my brain during the entirety of this episode. It's also really tragic that there's a block on the daughter too, which is tragic. And it's lifted once that she's dead. So she was pregnant and didn't agree with him on what to do with the pregnancy, but she ended up going with his decision anyway. And now there's no opportunity to see her again. And I cried a little at this point, but there's a lot more like gut punches in his story. First of all, he goes to the house and her father does not want him there at all. And then he notices the daughter is not even his. And I'm like, Oh, that's why they broke up, is because she couldn't own up to a cheating and now she's dead. And he's just kind of grieving, right? And the grandfather of this child is like, get out of here, no empathy. This is how you get killed, and this is how he gets killed. And now Joe's a big old murderer. It's really tragic. I feel really bad for him, not gonna lie. And of course, Matt, as soon as he's like, how's the setting out here? And the setting changes. I'm like, oh no. This must be some sort of interrogation, which it was. This was an entire interrogation. And the cops are like, hey, we know we're using your technology that you created, but you're blocked by everyone now because you're admitting to being a peeping Tom and not admitting to a murder. And now he's blocked by everyone. And everyone sees this very terrifying red blob thing, and it's very scary. And it makes me so sad and scared for the future because I really hope humanity doesn't come to this point where we block people's visions from unwanted people, from people who want to be on a list. People want people on lists so they don't have to see them, and I think that future is terrifying. I mean, you shouldn't be able to just block people in real life. I don't think that at all. If you can't handle somebody, don't be near them. Simple as that. So that's what I thought about this episode. This episode is very moving emotionally. I actually cried a lot watching Joe's story, and it made me feel so bad for him. And then Matt having to deal with the fact that the society that he helped build is punishing him in the way that he built. So very tragic on this end. I really enjoyed the story. This was actually my first Black Mirror episode that I've seen, and I really enjoyed it, and it made me want to watch the rest of Black Mirror and review it. So more Black Mirror reviews to come. I gotta give this episode like a solid 9 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. $3 a month, how to draw Pokemon tutorials will be posted there early and first, all at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link here to find the way that you can help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews. So you can go here, and until next time, mint salad, I'll see you later, my salad croutons, bacon bits.